Aloha mai kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by or tuning in as I hold space to connect with self and align with divine, or welcome back if you've already taken time to subscribe to the channel. I mahalo you guys for just being here, just tuning on the fuck in. So I was just doing a personal reading of collective energy, and I wasn't going to film this, but 4 cards have already come out of my Ancestral Path Tarot deck, and I really felt spirit call me. Airplane mode. Tune out the world. Focus, trust, have faith in divine messages. Faith in the flight. Faith in the dive, the nose dive. Towards grounding, towards rooting ourselves in truth, if that makes sense. So let me turn this around real quick and show you what it is that I'm looking at, and then I'll kind of go a little bit rewind and see what it is that I'm interpreting, and then we'll go from there with it. All right, so these are the cards that came out. The first card that we have is this King of Staves or King of Wands in reverse. To me, this is symbolizing a fear, a lack of motivation. I did not expect 2 planes to pass within such a short amount of time. But anyway, so King of Staves reverse, King of Wands reverse. I'm seeing like a definite period of, I'm hearing stand still. Like you're not progressing where you want to be. And I feel like that is because there is someone who is very, this 5 of Wands indicates someone who is very much in competition mode with you, who keeps you in their sights, and it inadvertently has an effect on your own belief of self. This is a lot of self-doubt, lack of motivation, inspiration. It's like you're not really where you want to be work-wise, income-wise, financially, and that's because this person, I'm hearing spell work, or just really tuning into your vibe, your energy, and allowing everything that you do to affect what they do, if that makes any sense. This is a past energy. Someone who's coming in from the past, fucking with your shit, fucking with your monies, fucking with your motivation, fucking with your goals and shit. And then I asked who this person is, or like what this energy is about, this comparison, competition energy from this person. And the Lovers card fell to the ground by my feet. So I'm going to take that as reverse and say that this was a past love interest or connection that went awry or went south. There was definite separation, breakup, but there's still an energy that of someone in this connection that's fucking with you and causing this King of Wands reverse. Your duties, your responsibilities, your success, your financial securities is in a period of stagnation because of this spell work or this like jealous energy, this competitive energy, this comparative energy from a past love interest. This could be either the person you were with or the person that they are with currently is definitely keeping an eye on you and putting in the work. Basically, they watch what you do, and that affects how they move. And then I got 6 of Swords in reverse. So upright, this would indicate that you are pushing through the conflict, pushing through possibly the stagnant energy of the King of Wands reverse. But with it being in reverse, coming from this Lovers, this broken connection energy, I'm seeing that there's definite past struggles, past pain, past conflict that is coming into play and affecting your future vibes and present vibes and future vibes, I should say. So essentially, I literally was just pulling cards. These cards came out and Divine was like, hold up, wait a minute. It's time to put the rest of this dive into truth on camera. So let's go from here. All right, so automatically I'm going to dive into my Black Moon astrology cards and see who this message may be calling out. First off, ooh, that reminds me of fucking Tupac, like coming at you with some motherfucking truth. First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fuck your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Woo! right in your motherfucking face. Okay, moving on to calmer waters. Who are you? Let's go with self energy. Who is this message speaking about? Who is in a period of or a lack of financial security, motivation, creativity? I'm hearing like your projection is poor. It's the projection is heavy. The tones that you're emitting from self are low, bassy, and that's because of this person that is in conflict and competition with you, a past lover or a past lover's lover. So let's get a clue of who you are. Ooh, okay, so Pisces energy. So you could be a Pisces sun, moon, rising, or this could be a very specific aspect of your chart. So look into your natal chart. If you happen to have Pisces in certain areas, or even just one area, then perhaps this is the area that you need to look at, reflect on for self. So Pisces, let me just look real quick. We did have this the other day, but for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time and you're like, I have no idea, I didn't watch whatever video you're talking about, this is a card about faith and trust and surrendering to what is, which is exactly how we started this video off when the plane was passing. Because in my own index curated cards, I call them my real ass guidance cards, I have a mokulele or airplane card. And what, okay, I call him my son kind of came into view. Warning, warning, horns are sounding. Yeah, I was just gonna skip that like nothing happened, but in case you don't notice, I do edit my videos and I tend to cut out portions where my son is trying to talk to me, or he ends up popping up into the camera view. And in this moment, I kind of question myself, like, why does that matter? But as someone who is very in tune with the energies of collective and locally the people that are around this area, I feel the need to listen to spirit when spirit says to protect yourself and those closest to you. So my children, obviously, I'm going to protect first and foremost. But the reason I don't really include him in my videos, even though there's like a cuteness factor in that, is this energy that we're talking about, this Five of Wands, kind of a jealousy, sabotaging, competition riddled energy coming from someone towards you is very much real. And so even with self, I feel the need to protect identity and exposure of self and those closest to me, especially my kids, because somebody be watching, somebody be formulating motherfucking, you know, like I said with this card, they be watching you to the point where it affects what they do, what they say, how they act, you know, what energies they project and put off, because I'm hearing subliminal messaging. They be doing shit extra because they really talking to you. So that means they're watching you. They're watching what you do. And they're hoping that you stay stuck. They're hoping that you're not successful, that you don't turn shit around financially, you know, creatively. They're hoping that work-wise, you suffer. So if that resonates with anyone, let it be. If it doesn't, let it go. It's not going to be, this message is not going to be for everyone, but I'm feeling very specifically that someone is definitely tuning into your space, and not in a good way. So, I mean, there's obviously going to be people, like for me, my channel, there's going to be people that know me personally, that have opened up about supporting my channel or just supporting my truth. And then there's people that I don't know, that I haven't met. I mean, either way, regardless of who's coming into this space, the message is going to be what the message is, and that is what is seen, spoken, and shared from divine source. So it is what it is, and I appreciate just the openness to tune in and hopefully hear the message, receive the message, grow from the message. But there is still a need of protecting your sacred space, protecting your divine feminine and divine masculine energies within, because some people who watch are not supporters. But this, again, like I said, is a card of trust, of faith, of letting what is meant to be, surrendering to whatever is. So let's see. So this is the Hanged Man card in traditional tarot according to this particular guidebook. So this card, the Pisces card number 24, if that means anything for anyone, is corresponding with the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot decks. So this is about just the unconscious. This is about, also because it's Pisces energy, this is water, this is music, this is flow, this is compassion, oneness. This could also be indicative of maybe some very vivid dreams or visions that you might have been having. But for some of you, this may be like you've been feeling very, very sensitive. Your boundaries are very fragile and penetrable. And this could be about paranoia, confusion, a sense of being erased or like forgotten in a sense. So this is emotional. This is really looking within to your circumstances and the things that you have been avoiding looking at. You know, you've been hiding or obscuring the truth from view or visibility. So let me see if there's any other truth that pops up from this book. Dreamers, artists, composers, poets, mystics, victims, and prisoners all fall under the rulership of this water sign. There is little doubt that higher consciousness falls under the domain of Pisces. In a superficial way, it looks as if the world is their oyster, with their talent, beauty, sensitivity, and a connectedness with the unknown. Pisces sees the best and is an idealist. But the flip side of this is cynicism, which can come in waves. So if you've been feeling wave-like energy lately, tune into that, tap into that. Again, look at your natal chart, see what is going on in what planetary or house aspect of your particular chart, your birth chart. So this may be speaking for a lot of visionaries, a lot of dreamers, a lot of more flowy, water-based signs, especially the Pisces. You may be extra sensitive to beauty currently. Poetry courses through you. You feel connected to the source. You like the idea of surrendering to what is. Compassion flows. That is your energy. So again, I drew this card for you. For the one who might at this time feel a little bit unsuccessful, unproductive, unmotivated. But again, there's a reason. There is an energy, a person, a being behind that with the Five of Wands. And it is connected with a past lover, your past history. Wagwan. And that's making it very apparent that you're stuck in this past energy because of possibly, again, the spell work that someone is doing, or the watchfulness, or the or just the energy of someone that really is watching your every move and doing whatever is in their power to checkmate your ass, to constantly be one step ahead of you. That is their goal because you are their focus. But anyway, so when I pulled this card for you, you are a very sensitive soul. You are very fluid. You are very beautiful. You know, you have this connectedness with the unknown, the universe, source. And this is what you project, this creative flow, this divine feminine, or this natural divine energy, yeah? So take advantage of inspiration and channel it into a creative project. And if you have a notion or a dream, swim to it. Capture that wave. A great idea from the past may reemerge. So this is the energy that you need. And this is funny because this actually fell. Let me turn you around real quick. This actually fell on the King of Wands card. So I'm looking at this together because this is you. This is where you've been as a result of this person's energy. But this is who you are. This is your unconscious mind. So yeah, when it says a great idea from the past may re-emerge, and you may want to return and finish it, but you will want to tackle this idea soon when you are inspired, or the entire matter could disappear into the rushes of the deep. So you may get these surges of inspiration, of creativity, of flow. Do not let those moments, do not let those seeds of creativity, of motivation pass you by, because it could be lost. You know, these are seeds of opportunity that are being planted by divine, and don't let those pass you by. All right, let me find out who is this Five of Wands lovers reverse. This is I'm definitely hearing your ex or your past lover's lover is the one really focusing on your ass. So let's see, who is this? Ooh, flip, but not. Okay. A water element sensing is what came out. Water element sensing, card 4. I don't think I've gotten this before, so that's interesting. And this actually fell on the Pisces. So this actually fell on you. The Pisces fell on King of Wands, and this fell on the Pisces card. So it did come in reverse, as I'm showing you. But let's just read the upright for now. First off, this card corresponds with Ace of Cups. But this Ace of Cups is essentially in reverse, how we got it. So it's like, you're definitely going through this energy that's been projected upon you by this other person, this other individual or being or soul, is making you very, very sensitive. So let's just read from the guidebook. It says, in astrology, the element of water represents our emotions and our talents of the imagination. Water characterizes the realm of vision, taking us into the quintessential depths of feeling, where intuition is more appropriate than acquired wisdom and knowledge. Total fucking agreement with that. And that is also why you will hear me say, I don't really like to call myself a tarot reader or, you know, call these really readings. I just say we're taking a deep dive into the divine truth, whatever is meant to be seen, spoken, and shared. And that is my water element, that are in need of constant movement, you know, definitely very sensitive and can be very hold on to certain emotions. And befittingly, this fell on the Pisces card. I'd have to actually clarify for myself if I have any Pisces placements, but I know that the water element definitely exists in my chart. So when the water element card presents itself in a spread, you can trust what you feel as the best course to follow. What you are sensing right now may not be based on any logic. Like, people ain't gonna make sense of it. They'd be like, you're bullshitting, you don't know what you're talking about, you tripping, or you making shit up. No. You're so deeply connected with the movement of the water within you and the flow, the ebb and the tide and the waves that come about, that you know what's up. And so even me talking to you guys right now, this is definitely resonating on a personal level, but I can tell that collectively, like, you being watched. And you know it, and you ain't tripping, and don't fucking have anybody tell you that you're just making shit up or tripping about a situation. You intuitively notice shit. You intuitively are tuned into anything that causes ripples or waves in your sacred space. So this is about being led by the feelings, what is felt, what is known to be true directly through emotions, intuition. This is also about letting go or just going with the flow. Having extreme sensitivity. You could even be someone who is really shy. I'm gonna put my hand up to that. Like, I don't know what they call it. There's a word, if you're not ambivert, I think. But I'm more introverted than extroverted. I'm a mix, but it depends on the motherfucking day. It depends on the energy that is in the space that I'm occupying. At times when the energy is getting a little rough and a little tough, I feel it depleting me a bit, and so I need to step away to gather myself, kind of pull myself into a wholeness, a space of center and connectivity. And that's why I also do these videos, but even just without being on camera, just really taking moments throughout my day, wherever I can find them, where I'm really diving in to self to reconnect with that peace of mind. This could resonate with you if you've felt that type of energy or felt that type of way, and you tend to be considered shy or introverted. Subtle changes in circumstances and environment, you know, they do have an effect on you. This can also go towards a heavier dynamic of like psychic dreaming or stronger currents of emotion, which could cause confusion or fears of confronting a problem directly, you know, not really pointing it out. Like, I fucking see you, but instead of trying to avoid, like if you're out in public, and this is a literal example, but if like you see someone you don't particularly favor or are fond of, what are the emotions that get stirred up? Are there any emotions? Is there a calmness? Are the waters still, or are they starting to ripple because a stone was thrown, you know? Are the waves starting to rock the boat a little bit? Look at those energies, because those energies are projections. It's we give and we receive this movement. So whatever anybody is doing unto you, you're very sensitive to it, and that's what has kept you in this unproductive stage right now. But about this person, they know. So because I pulled this after the Lovers card when I questioned about the Lovers, who this is, but it fell on your energy. This person knows who the fuck you are, and they know that you're very sensitive. They know your movement or your flow, or they want to know. They definitely want to tune in, tap into your waters, your womb waters, your womb spaces. Yeah. This like eternal life, sacred geometrical energies, dimensions. They want to tune into that for you. All right, let me get some real ass guidance cards, because sometimes when this is more of an intuitive, like a specific intuitive message, we just need some real ass guidance. No front and no cap. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this deck, because I don't believe I've done so since yesterday. So I'm not receiving any cards. Mahalo kapo, mahalo kiahua, mahalo divine for your truth delivered. But Let me clear space first. Mahalo for not letting anything fall yet. Okay. All right. So what is the truth to be seen about this particular person who's been watching you? Rest your mind, be at ease. You deserve your mind to be at peace. Get some sleep, restore, renew your energy, because your spirit is exhausted from them. Your spirit is exhausted because you've been swimming, you've been trying to keep afloat, you've been in the water a bit too long, in your emotions a bit too long. So divine is telling you that this person is exhausting, and to protect your space, your energy, it's time to rest. This is almost that Four of Swords type of corresponding card. All right. Any other truth about this person, this possible ex's lover? Hulu, but in reverse. So this Hulu card is a sign from higher self and divine spirit. This is about your synchronicities, alignments with nature. But in reverse, I'm seeing that this person that watches you could be very spiritual as well, and has had opportunities to be in tune to a very similar degree as you. But with this being in reverse, it's like they're losing some of the feathers that they gained from divine. They're losing themselves in the energy that they're projecting onto you. And so it's like I'm hearing losing points. You missing the point. And that's going to cost you some of your divine energy. So this person is definitely feeling a little flustered, like feathers. You get ruffled. Their feathers are ruffled a bit by the truth, or a bit by the fact that they can't hold you down. They recognize who you are, but they don't want to be beneath you. They want to be above you. But there's definitely a resistance in this competition, in this comparison, and it's not necessarily you, because you're water. You flow well. But they're a little too earth, too compact, too unmoving. And so the card that came out was Let's Talk About It, but in reverse. And this particular card is about laying shit out on the table and not suppressing the truth. So this is a time to ho'oponopono, but unfortunately, it came out upside down. This came out upside down on the Pisces card, which is you. You who may be receiving these energies from a past lover's lover. So this is you, maybe, I'm hearing stubborn, or you being hesitant to sit down and talk about shit, and to ho'oponopono, to release, forgive, let go, let flow. So this is inner trauma, inner child trauma. I don't want to say it, but I definitely feel like it's going to touch home for someone. So I'm going to just say it, the neglect, the abandonment issues that you're suffering from. And maybe this other person as well, but this fell on you. So you're a little hesitant to talk about shit, to work things out. It's like you truly haven't forgiven. And then what else do we have? Wow, YouTube. This is a card about someone watching you. They could be inspired by your persona because you're too good to be real. And they might have multiple YouTubes because they're keeping tabs on you. The tabs are open, and you are the number one search, or the number one tab that they have open. So they're constantly on you. So this is about that past lover's lover. If that resonates, or someone who is from your past, whose energy is very competitive, comparative, jealous, or intentional in the way of like trying to stop what you're doing, or just trying to watch what you're doing. They realize that you're a natural and you're on the path of purpose. Where's the other card? Yeah. Divine wants you to be quiet. This is about really involving yourself in the nature of healing, in regaining, reconnecting to source, so that your mental and your spiritual and your physical spaces can finally be at rest, so that you can be at ease with a peace of mind. This is also listening to binaural frequencies, tuning in maybe to other spaces, maybe other spaces on YouTube. Maybe it's time for you to watch something that calms, quiets the spirit with divine truth and divine frequencies. Okay, what other cards we got? This fell under the Lover's card. So for the person that is watching, this is a reminder. And I mean, for the person who is watching you and has been projecting not such great energies upon you, this is a reminder for them to fill their cup with more contentment of self or with self and more joy for life, so that their realizations and their actualizations are not a projection of ill will or ill intent, but is celebratory. So maybe this is a message for them to celebrate others' beauty and fluidity and creativity, you know, to not be going against the current, but going with the current. And the current is you. The fluidity is you. So we have the care card, meaning they care. But this card did come in reverse. So what I'm seeing is that they kind of, this was a reminder to celebrate others and not be of ill intent anymore, because they have this like attitude of, I don't care. I don't care about you. You think I care, but I don't care. They're really stubborn. And they know that about themselves, but they continue to be this way. There continues to be points and pockets of bad energy that comes from them, and it fucks with them every single time. And that's why they watch the shit out of you. Literally. They watch you. But that energy is costing them. It's coming with a price of losing their own divinity, connection with higher self. This is super weird because I can totally resonate with a situation, but I don't know if this is something you guys are resonating with, or is happening, or has happened, or is making you look at your fucking, the deepest parts within that you don't tell anybody about. Like, wow. This is such a fucking meaningful number for me. This is divine telling you, your guardians and your ancestors are guiding you. They continue to guide you. They will guide you to the right path. These things that you're going through, these projections that you've, received, unfortunately, it's all a lesson. It's all a phase. And the phase is coming to an ending, and you will be born into new beginnings. This is, I'm seeing twin birth. Like, you and this person are connected in a very interesting way and with a very interesting dynamic, because literally in front of me, let me show you. With these cards, this is about you and this is about the other person. And we're going through this, their energy. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm trying to angle it. Their Five of Wands energy that they were projecting on you, which affected you about thinking too far into the past and whatnot. It's going through transformations. I'm seeing with this water. We're going through a portal, a womb space, and a birth. There's this person, and then there's you. They're doing certain things to you because they recognize your strength, but they want to turn it into weakness with ill intent. They watch you, what you got going on. And this is a situation where both of you are going to be born. And look at right here, the 444. This 444 symbolizes your guidance into new beginnings. Your guidance by your angels and your ancestors, your kupuna. By them from one end into a new beginning. Beautiful energy, beautiful reminders. So this isn't a pointing the finger kind of thing. This is a ho'oponopono, forgiveness. Because like with twins, you got to compromise and make space for each other. I'm actually a twin myself. But yeah, we're making room for each other. Because the space that we're holding doesn't need to be filled with chaotic, competitive, jealous energy. Sabotaging type of energy. You need to make room for the other. Plenty of amniotic fluid. Oops, popped right on out. Yeah. Oh, this fell on the Six of Swords in reverse. It fell. So being stuck in this past life because of the energies that have been projected on you and on your water aspects of your chart. The water elements that make up you. That person who watches, studies you. They're intrigued by you, by your moves, your style, your finances, your home. And so projecting a certain energy and keeping you locked, keeping you stuck in past, in memories. That's the intent. But divine has a warm coat of arms around you. This is like receiving a nice, thick, warm coat in the dead of winter after freezing your ass off in life and through situations. This is divine guides and angels keeping you warm even on the coldest night, because no weapons formed against you will prosper or process. Meaning, the code's not working. This transaction will not be processed. It won't go through. Their bullshit won't go true. All right, let me grab another card from the Real Ask Guidance. See what's, damn. All right. It's a stack, yeah. So the energy in the womb space of either you or this person, but I'm feeling like this projection, like they're pushing you over. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to go through the birth first. And that energy is something that needs repair. This is like a jalopy, like a beat up lemon, not working, is in need of repair, causes you fucking stress, it's unreliable, something that can't be trusted. And this could be a relationship, this could be your own energy, because, you know, we drive in a car and it gets us from point A to point B. This could be in relation to our health, our body. You're embarrassed and ashamed of what you're driving around in. Maybe literally, but metaphorically. You're ashamed of where you're at. This could, yeah, this is the person who is projecting onto you, who's losing their connection with divinity, losing their own wings or feathers from their wings. Wow, we have the history card, but we have the squash side. So this is divine telling us, I literally have channeled, you are no longer interested in hearing, entertaining, or analyzing their or his or her story. The his story. This is about closure, exiting the scene. It was wonderful being here, but I'm a dip because I've had enough. And I will not indulge in constantly watching past energy, constantly being stuck in past history. This is applicable actually to both you and this other person, you and the projector. We have scars. There has been recent activity or recent emotions, recent water vibes, a certain situation, a relationship, an experience that has cut you up, and you acknowledge that it'll most likely leave scars. So there's pain in your past, but also because of that, there's pain in your present. You have fresh scars. So this is a card to remind yourself, nurture you, nurture yourself, be patient with yourself, because healing is in stages. Clean out the wounds. Put that peroxide, put that alcohol. You know, rub that healing ointment on the wound. You know, take care of self, take care of those scars, take care of those situations, those relationships, those experiences that are cutting or have cut you deeply. What else did we get? We have attractive. So this is a card, we have the healing side, which is your blessings. The other side would have been harmful, your curse. So there's an attractive energy, or someone finds you very, very attractive. And not just in your external looks, but in your spiritual spaces. There is an aura about you that draws people in. This is definite Lilith vibes. So the healing side, yeah, okay. The healing side is the aura or vibe you emit. It's healing and is a continuous light energy that divine and your guides protectively assist you in nurturing and evolving. Other people are drawn to your inevitable, beautiful spirit. You may be shy or often caught off guard by compliments. That's literally the energy. That's you. And then we have blockages. This came in reverse though. So to me, this means this aura that you emit is so beautiful that you cannot allow yourself to hold on to the blockages, the stagnation in your waters. So you are definitely in a period of release. You are definitely reminding yourself not to block your blessings and not to hold an energy within that manifests itself into ill health, illness, and dis-ease. So this is a very interesting message and very, very specific and very uncomfortable for me because I can relate. It is not intentionally to be about, but you know, I'm just speaking into the cards, doing that deep dive into whatever truth is meant to be seen, spoken, and shared. Sometimes it hits me and I'm like, girl, and I want to stop the video. But other times it's like, this is that uncomfortable situation that leaves us with scars, with fresh scars. You know, this is the shit that we don't want to put on the table. You know, there's a passive aggressiveness that needs to be released. We need to quiet our spirit down, regain a sense of peace of mind. diving into our natural spaces, taking time out in nature, by the ocean, by a lake, by a river, in the mountains, you know, in the woods, wherever is your nature, or just sitting and meditating on those ideas, dreams of being in nature. You can picture that and be there in your mind, because this is about celebration, celebrating with a joy for life, a contentment with yourself. You know, that's what brings about actualizations, and positive ones at that. There's just a lot of history between you and the world, you and collective, you and this person. But it's time to squash the beef, pound the poi, and share a kinder meal, ho'oponopono. And you're not ready for it, but that's only because they come with this, oh, I don't care, I don't give a fuck type of attitude. But that's costing them their badges, their brownie points, their divinity again. Coming with the energy of like broke down stagnation. But we unblackened those water passages. Let me get a quick Gaia card. I don't have the cards, but I'm just gonna go through the book. Whatever is meant to be seen in this moment and shared with you guys to finish up this message, this dive into truth seeking. These are not the only beliefs that hamper the flow of abundance. Maybe you were taught to believe that money is evil and that to desire financial wealth or security is base and unenlightened. While an obsessive desire to increase wealth will block the flow of abundance, it does so because it is driven by a subconscious belief that there is a scarcity or lack. That's the, oh, I'm struggling, I'm suffering, you know, I'm straggling behind. You're binding yourself with that Eight of Swords energy, that self-doubt, self-sabotage, mental enslavement. Whatever the beliefs you carry about money and abundance, when the abundance card appears, and this is, I guess, let me see, yeah. I flipped open to this page, these passages, and it's in correlation with the abundance card, which, yeah, when this card appears, especially in the past, which is funny that I'm reading this particular passage because it's reflective of past energy, and we did get a lot of that, you know, squashing the beef, squashing the pain of the past, that Six of Swords reverse, being stuck in past memories, past thoughts, past lives, that past trauma. Alright, Kalamaya did get cut off right there. So, to desire financial wealth does not make you a bad person. It doesn't make you greedy. Although having possessions will not bring you fulfillment, having the financial freedom to experience life on your terms almost certainly will. Whatever the beliefs you carry about money and abundance, when the abundance card appears in the past, it's time to do an abundance health check. Paradoxically, there is also a need to let go of controlling fear-based dialogue that says, I must. Let go of past beliefs that will result in sabotage and lack. Give yourself permission to be abundant. So this is definitely a message of healing. This is the common core connection, link cord that is binding, tying you to your past history with this person. Whether it's the person that's projecting onto you or whether it's you projecting onto the other person. It is what it is. However it resonates is what the fuck it is. So hopefully you sit with that seed and nourish it and let it grow into peace, serenity, harmony, forgiveness, compassion, empathy, love, trust in the flight, trust your wings, trust all of those connective ho'ailonas, signs, symbols, synchronicities, guidance, your angels, your guardians, your ancestors, your kupuna, akua, guiding you from one phase, or one phase is ending into a new phase's beginning. Alright, so with that being said, I trust you guys all have a beautiful day, staying connected with divine spirit, vision, intuition, source. And I will see you in my next video. With love, light, and always aloha.